Oh, hey guys, welcome back to another Top 5. Today we are going to get into another movie genre, but not really a genre, more of like a production company. I don't know. Today we're going to do Top 5 National Lampoon's movies on some random comedian's Top 5 that means absolutely nothing. A lot of these are spin-offs of articles and stories from National Lampoon's magazine. Started in the 50s and 60s. Had a lot of great articles and stories that eventually found their way to National Lampoon Radio and then turned into the movies that we know and love. In 1978, National Lampoon got their start. They released a straight-to-TV movie called Disco Beaver from Outer Space. Don't know why that went straight to TV there. But lucky for them, that same year they released a little ditty with John Belushi called Animal House, and the rest, as they say, is history. Fun little note, National Lampoon's, while the movies from the 70s and 80s were the original company, in the 90s and 2000s, some might argue that the brand got watered down, and that was because you could just license the name for a one-off. So that's where our National Lampoon's Dorm Days or National Lampoon's Barely Legal, all that came from. So have no fear, none of those movies made it. Only one movie not from the original company made it on the top 5, so we're keeping it classic around here at top 5. Okay. Without further ado, let's get into the list. You know us. You know we got an honorable mention. So honorable mention, it is Vegas Vacation. Notice I didn't say National Lampoon's Vegas Vacation. That's because while this is technically a part of National Lampoon's Vacation series starring Clark and the Griswolds, it's not technically a National Lampoon movie. It make sense. It's released in 1997, and it had my favorite Russ in it. Ethan Embry played Russ in this one, or should I say Mr. Papa Giorgio. Got a fake ID in this movie, and just won a lot of stuff. My favorite line is at the end when he's trying to tell his dad he's got all these cars that they got to do something with, and he's like, put $1 in, I got a car. I put $1 in, I got a car. Put $1 in, I got a car. So it's a spinoff of the National Lampoon's Vacations, or it's a part of it, or it's not at all related. I don't know. But honorable mention, Vegas Vacation. So top 5, let's get into it. Number 5, it's European Vacational. I'm sorry, National Lampoon's European Vacation. Yeah. This came out in 1985. Follows the Griswolds while they win a Euro vacay from a game show called Pig in the Poke. They all were dressed as pigs at the beginning. I don't know. But it's got a lot of twists and turns into it, from missing camcorders to unlicensed, released homemade porn videos. Never went to Europe with my family, and this movie makes me feel like I'm glad I did. Number 4, I did let you know that one of the non-OGs are in the list, but it's just because it's a great movie. Number 4 is Van Wilder. I know controversy surrounds this movie. Is it stolen intellectual property from Bert Kreischer? We already know he didn't get compensated for it whatsoever, but some maintain it made him more popular. I don't know. I hate that. I hate the fact that if it was his story at Florida State, it got stolen and he had nothing to do with it. But putting that aside and just enjoying it for a movie, it is a great movie. I mean, that Tara Reid hitchhiking scene, like, come on. We all fell in love with Tara Reid, and then we never heard from her again. Now, Ryan Reynolds really got to shine in this. His protege Taj was fantastic. Just a star-studded lineup of actors in this. Everyone played a great part, and it's just a fun story. All right, we're halfway through the list. At number 3, it is the original Vacation, just called Vacation. National Lampoon's Vacation at number 3. In this 1983 delivery of the first time we get to meet the Griswolds, we get Anthony Michael Hall as Russ. The family's in a station wagon. They're driving across country to go to essentially what is Disney World, but it's called Wally World. And after all that happens with the dog on the bumper and Aunt Edna dying and them just throwing a tarp on her and driving through the rain. If I got that far, I'd hold John Candy hostage as a security guard and make him ride the rides with me and my family as well. Can you imagine if Disney World closed for 2 weeks? The adult Disney fans would lose their minds. It's a fun intro to the Griswolds, and we know we will get to see many different versions, especially the kids, throughout the years. But this was a great first movie, traveling across country. It's fantastic. All right, getting into the top two. Number two, it is Animal House. I mean, come on. Is that a pledge pin? It's so good. A lot of great movies have stolen and borrowed things from this movie over the years. And I mean, to come out in 1978 from a magazine that wants to get into the movie business, the budget for the movie was $3 million. It ended up grossing well over 141 million when it was all said and done. Widely considered the most successful comedy movie of all time. Kind of painted that picture early on of what we all thought college life was going to be. Had to be in a fraternity to get the social life and the calendar and the significant other and the sports and the popularity and the everything. This movie also got me to where I expect the "where are they now" at the end of all the movies. The freeze frame where it shows their picture and be like, he went on to become a U.S. Senator. I expect that now. I love when movies do that. I love when they take it from Animal House. It really wraps up a movie without having to wrap up a movie. I've invested in these characters. I want to know where they go when they leave us. It's great. So that leaves us with number one, and it's probably number one because it's my grandmother's favorite movie of all time. It's Christmas Vacation. We get to see Clark and the Griswolds on their home turf in Chicago for Christmas. The family comes to them. Cousin Eddie, we get to see Cousin Eddie and his craziness. I mean, just so many classic scenes from the animals fighting in the tree to it burning down to he gets the lights to work except for when people are looking to that fuse box is going to blow at any moment to the whole mystery surrounding the Christmas bonus to I'm going to get a pool to well, no, we're not getting a Christmas bonus to well, I'm going to kidnap my boss. It's such a great Christmas movie, and I look forward to it coming on every single channel around Christmas time. So, I mean, just to look on my man's face when he finally gets it to light up. He's put so much time and energy into this, and his family didn't believe him, and they thought he was a loser, and he just it's got to be one of the best feelings in the world. Clark and the Griswolds coming in at number one with Christmas Vacation. That's my top five National Lampoon's movies. Let me know what I missed. Let me know what I got right. Tell me your top five. Tell me what top five you want to see next. I'm running out of ideas over here. We'll see you next time. Hit that subscribe button.